Active and grab your phone and tablet and send that message. Aisha is here. Hey.
Hello.
It's Friday.
Yeah, for me it's a bit sad.
Oh, but
I think the Blasters have scored.
Yeah,
so
they almost gave me a heart
attack. It's put some life. Right, so. And I know that you said you will not watch Black Stars game again. So now that they've scored one for you,
when they scored, then I came to watch the replay, the slow motion. I'm waiting. If they qualify to the next session,
you start watching.
Why not? Yeah.
Okay, but brace yourself. Get some tablets around so that in case the heart attack comes.
Oh no, I won't get heart attack.
You can take.
Right,
okay, and so just yesterday we were hit with the news that the lives of 10 women were in danger at the General Hospital for lack of electricity for over 48 hours. But just today, we are also told that the erratic load shedding, which resumed after the Christmas break, is not expected to end tomorrow. That is according to the PURC. And this comes at the back of promises made by the President and his Energy Minister, the Deputy Energy Minister, John Jenapo, to resolve the power challenge by the first quarter of 2015. Now, it also follows the new Power Minister's promise to make things better, at least in the next 6 months. So which of these statements are we to believe? But what at all could prompt the statement from the PURC? Are we, as a country, even doing much to resolve the huge power problem facing us? And are you satisfied with government's efforts so far to resolve the country's long-standing power crisis? Well, these are the issues we will be interrogating on your most interactive show. It's called Joy News Interactive. And my name is Aisha Ibrahim. We'll be back shortly.
Joy News Interactive is brought to you in association with
Surfline. It's about time.
JNI is proudly supported by Surfline. Surfline, it's about time. And you can also join in the discussion via our various social media platforms showing right here on our screens. Facebook.com/JoyNews on TV, Twitter.com/JoyNews on TV, at Joy News on TV, at JNI, at JN Interactive GH. Email us on joynews@multitvworld.com and also WhatsApp us on 0540109009. The number again is 0540109009. Let's get interactive. So don't expect changes overnight because we are in crisis. That is according to the PURC. But we have also heard Deputy Minister for Energy say by March this year, a bigger portion of our power deficit will be dealt with to free us from the current dumsor situation. And earlier on, we are told that the utility regulator was locked up in a meeting with power producers to understand the factors contributing to the worsening of the country's power crisis. We'll soon be joined via phone by the Director of Public Relations for the PURC, Nanaya Jantwa, and she will help us understand what exactly is prompting the statement. Stay with us. Welcome back to JNI, your most interactive segment. We put on our Facebook page earlier and we asked you the question, what do you think is prompting the statement from the PRC? Well, we've been trying to get the Director of Public Relations. Okay, we have the Director of Public Relations online right now. She would help us understand the issues or what is prompting the statement she made earlier. And so we had, good evening, Nanaya Jantwa. Good evening and thanks for joining me. I think we've lost her again. So we'll quickly go on to our Facebook page where we asked you why we should be facing such a problem. We're told that the erratic power cuts will not end tomorrow. Against promises by President Mahama that will end it shortly, and Deputy Minister also says that by the first quarter of this year we're going to take care of our energy deficit and we'll get away with all the doomso situation. And so, hearing this statement from the PURC, what do you make of it? Let's get onto our Facebook page and see what people are saying. Okay, we're still waiting for the Facebook page to download, and then we will see what the comments have been. All right, so we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll bring you what people are saying on Facebook. Welcome back. For Jay and I, we apologize for the earlier interruptions, but we have Nanaya Jantwa. She's Director of Public Affairs on the line. She would help us understand why PRC is saying that our erratic power cuts will not end tomorrow. Good evening, madam, and thanks for joining me.
Good evening. I can't hear you. Your line is very bad.
Well, then I need to speak up. And
hello?
Hello, Nanaya.
Yes, I can't hear you.
Hello, Nanaya.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Hello.
I can hear you clearly.
But I can't hear you.
Well, I guess probably there's a technical problem there, but I'm going to try and speak up so that you can hear me. We had some hope that probably by the first quarter of... I'm saying that we had some hope that probably by the first quarter of this year, going by the words of the Deputy Energy Minister, John Jinapor, that by the first quarter of this year, we will have the doomso, you know, stabilized. But we're also hearing from PRC. What I'm saying is that some few months ago, Deputy Energy Minister John Jinapor said that by the first quarter of 2015, we should expect the energy deficit or the power deficit of the country to be dealt with so we can do away with the doomso phenomenon. Okay. And now we are hearing PRC saying that our erratic power cut will not end tomorrow. What is prompting this statement?
If you say tomorrow, then it means immediately. I mean, you see, you need to take everything in the context. Depends on what I was asking.
I'm going by your words. You said it will not end.
Listen to me. I'm saying that you take this from a certain website, and it was an interview I granted.
To Joy FM.
Yes, if I say it will not end tomorrow,
okay,
I mean tomorrow.
Okay, what exactly did you mean by that?
Because they were asking what's going to happen immediately.
Okay.
Like by the end of the right now.
Okay.
And I'm saying it is not ending tomorrow.
So, okay, what are your reasons for saying that?
Yes, because as we stand now, we have a deficit of 500 megawatts. Akotombo, which is one of our reliable plants, is down by 400 megawatts. Assembly is down by 90 megawatts. That alone is 490 megawatts.
So, but
we are having challenges with the SP coming on stream. But P is not coming as we expect of a 9 million Sadak with 120 million. We are getting about 50. So if you, at this kind of picture, yes, of course, there are plans ahead that by the first quarter there will be some form of improvement. But as I speak now to you today, and that is what I meant by tomorrow, because they want us to find out that today what is going to happen. And I'm saying that as I speak to you now, the situation is as it is, because we have a clear problem with African.
Earlier on, we're told you met the power producers. Would you tell us what was the outcome of your meeting with them?
The outcome of the meeting is that within the challenges that we have, there should be a definite method to it. That people shouldn't go off erratically without even knowing what's going on. There should also be communication. That Ghanaians should understand what is happening. For instance, we hear people saying that there was an improvement during the Christmas period. Why did it happen that immediately after Christmas we are seeing such a deficit? So of course, at Christmas, industry wasn't working. So every power from industry was galvanized and given to domestic consumers. Now, as of 6th January, industry started working, and now they have to take the power back to industry for the engine of growth to grind. So these were some of the reasons. So we said that at this meeting, there should be enough education out there for consumers and the public to understand exactly what the situation is. Currently, we are critically facing 400 megawatts shortfall in Akosombo that if you try to drag the lake any further, we collapse it.
And so from where you stand, can you tell us whether the problem we're facing now is that of a generation or that of a distribution?
It's a lack of generation, but inadequate generation. Clearly, we don't have adequate generation. Of course, maybe within the system you find one fault or one or two faults here and there, but physically, fundamentally, it is a generation problem.
So you say we shouldn't expect it to end overnight or tomorrow or just in the next few days.
Yes,
from you being...
We are looking up to bear the first quarter, maybe around May, to end everything, minimize it and all that. But if you ask me that you want to see improvement tomorrow, it's not possible.
Well,
immediately.
Well, many thanks to you, Nanaya, for explaining to us what you what you meant in your statement that the energy power cutouts will not end tomorrow. We'll take a short break on Journal. Well, my director just says that we can't go for that break, but we earlier on hit the street and we asked a couple of questions. Why should we come back to this statement that the erratic load shedding, which resumed after the Christmas break, is not expected to end tomorrow, according to PRC, and against the background that the President has promised us, the Deputy Minister of Energy has also promised us. We hit the streets of Accra, and let's hear what people make of this statement.
Well, the question I always ask is that what happened in 2008, power outage was able to go off the system? It's because the system then devised a strategy which is very known to the current administration. What is it? They put generators in most of the substations to augment what the national grid was providing. I hope you understand. And because the thermal oil refinery was working, I hope you understand, a certain percentage from the thermal oil refinery was feeding those plants. I hope you understand. They've deliberately put that thermal oil refinery off the radar. I hope you understand. And people are going to buy crude, finished products which are of low quality. It's even affecting our transport system and others. I believe they know the solution. If they don't know, they should have asked the other regime we just finished with. Because they did it so well that... Because, for instance, my corporation, for instance, does a lot of multimedia services. And without lights, I mean, it's expensive to run generators. I hope you understand. But looking at the way things are, I believe they can do it if they want to do it. Unless, of course, they just want to make a political gain out of it.
For me, I think they are not telling us the truth. Because then what if the president will come out and say this, and then the PURC also comes out to say something different? Then what are you telling us? It doesn't mean there is no communication. Because there should be communication between the PURC and then whichever sector minister is in charge of such things. And then the minister reports to the president. So then if there is this disconnection in the communication, then I don't know what you're telling us.
Government is not telling us the truth. It's a lie that the government is telling us. So if they want us to be quiet about what they are saying, then they should tell us the truth so that we will be aware, so that consumers will be aware that, because most of the time, through the light of most of our commodities and appliances in the house have been got spoiling. And if the government is truly love the citizen of this country, then he should come out and tell us the truth so that we should be aware. So
That's what a cross-section of the public are saying. So are you satisfied with government's efforts so far to find a lasting solution to this long-standing power crisis? Let's hear from a cross-section of the public once again.
From the look of things, it's unfortunate to have this, that the president says this and his subordinates, those that works for him, also say another thing, and it ends up theirs are more credible than what the president says, which is very important. Of course, I'm sure, because he said a couple of this thing that even resulted in the popular that I'm promising not to promise.
Both parties are to blame, because there is doom so, and then the load shedding exercise. I don't know even whether to call it a load shedding, because it just goes off at any time. It goes off at any time. There is no schedule. Even when they put the schedule in the dailies, most of the time they don't go by it.
Yes, we are going to experience a still light up throughout the season, because what I know is once we are in the Harmattan season, and as taking into consideration the climatic condition which has been changed entirely, we are not going to have rains just now. So at all costs, the lighthouse will be at a large period. All the same, he is trying his best. This is what I can say, because naturally, so far as the Harmattan is in existence, whatever the situation may be, at all costs, may go on. The shortage of the water dam will come low when compared to the previous years, because it's a natural disaster. You can't do anything about it. As far as it's in existence, at all costs we shall experience the drought season.
Not at all, not at all, not at all, not at all, not at all. You see, this is the government who is enjoying petrol. Kufuor ruled this country without any support, any revenue from the petrol sector. You get me right? But you are getting all these things. And yet still, it's like you always complain of financial problems, difficulties and challenges. Meanwhile, your own members are squandering the money. You get me right? Is that you are a leader, corrupt-free leader? Wyoming, the, how do you call it? You can name them a lot. And that some of them quarters empowered you to go for it. No attempt has been done yet. Okay? The reason why we explain this problem is financial problem, right? If ECD is to have the money, they can do something. You get me right? And now the money is not there. But we know people who own the country that the court has ordered that we should go for the money. So why don't you go for that money and give it to Uda? Let's say it's bad debt. Now you have to retrieve it. Okay, you have to retrieve our bad debt. So let's give all that money to ECG to solve our problem for us. But the government is not doing anything. Because he knew that if you go for Wyoming, why don't we mention his name? Okay, it's not like I'm sounding too political, but certain things going over us. It's too much. We need him to tell us the truth, what is going on, so that at least we will support him. Because he's not telling the truth. He just, anywhere you go, and that's why people call him Bashaba Mahama. So he has gained that name. Because he keep on giving promises, and he's failing to fulfill it.
So let's now get on to our Facebook page and let's see the comments coming on. And quickly, what we posted, random light-offs is not expected to end anytime soon. According to PURC, an Arab Deputy Minister of Energy recently promises that the ongoing load shedding will end in the first quarter of 2050. Let's see what your comments are. Junior Loves Camry says, I'm sorry, I must agree with the PURC. Why should you give us lights out from Thursday around 7 p.m. and you give it back during the Stars game and take it off just after the game? Where are we heading as a country? What business to we got to do by watching these lads play? See, it's hard time they made us enjoy our doomsaw like that. Do they think by giving deadlines or assurances will stop the doomsaw? Fix it once and for all. We're tired of these rhetorics, every day this, every day that. So what if by the quarter of the year the Deputy Minister's assurance becomes a mirage? Best place to be is back to the drawing board. Well, hey, I must believe that next year we won't hear anything like vote based on issues. Otherwise, the verdict is clear. My crystal ball is showing a yam being dropped, though not because it can show pictures on Instagram or Twitter, but there was no light to charge the yam. Enjoy your weekend and stay blessed. Kwabna Mariwa says, Dear Lord, it's you alone we look up to with our lighting problems. Father, Deliver us as I have the belief you alone can. Amen. Ronald Yeboah says PURC should give us a break. It is written in the holy book of the Christians that as a man thinketh, so is he. When government is thinking good for his people, poor-minded people like PURC. Anyway, kudos to Asamoah, who says Asamoah is only a striker. Please, Master, repeat that goal again. Well, Kwabna Mariwa says again, Father, send the master engineer to solve this for us. Our hand can but yield nothing. In Jesus' name, I believe you would. And Achipo Paul says it's really annoying when in a day you have lights for only 2 hours. More of the comments are here. Well, we had more of your comments, but we cannot read them because time will not permit us. Steve.
Hey.
We're back.
We're very back.
And so we're not getting a Dumso fixed tomorrow.
No,
that's PURC for you.
It's not easy, right?
But do you believe that it could end in the first quarter of 2015? Do you have any belief? Because that's what the Deputy Minister says.
Anything is possible. I mean, I see this as infrastructural challenge. So if the problem is fixed, why not?
But do we have what it takes to fix it?
I think we
are we ready to fix it?
We have everything we need to fix this.
But are we ready to utilize that opportunity?
I don't see that.
So that's where
I haven't seen a lot of investments, but the government has done quite a lot to resolve the problem.
So we'll wait patiently and see. We'll keep our fingers crossed and wait.
Right.
So many thanks for watching.
So my name is Stephen Anti,
and my name is Aisha Ibrahim. Have a great evening
and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.
Joy News Interactive was brought to you in association with
Surfline. It's about time.